The first thing was Kevin was addressing his celebrity persona, or what's been how people view him, right? So like I said, he mentioned how he gets a bad rep for hating black women, but he wanted to stress that how his main focus and his purpose for starting this was he wanted to help black men and black women, one, get their shit together, and two, get together, and three, get happily married. Um, he is not a big fan of the hookup culture. He's more traditional, has more traditional values, and he's saying that the hookup culture isn't really helping us get to where we say we want to be at. So, if you watch his show, you'll see he kind of tells people, he's like, all right, you could be playing around, but you don't want to end up 35 and still single, wondering why you can't get married, wondering why you can't get a solid, serious relationship going. And if you haven't seen his other videos, his controversy comes from the guests that he has on his shows. He has a process of helping them self-evaluate, and he never judges anybody. Well, he sometimes he may judge somebody, but the way that he gets to his point isn't by him telling them this is what I think of you. He really gets them to answer their own questions. So there will be a woman who will get up there. Let's say she's 35, 32, and she'll have 5 kids, right, by 3 different fathers. She will also be 5'4" and weigh about 200 pounds. But then the problem will be she'll get up there and say, I want a man who makes $500,000 and who wants to marry me. And all of my kids are still children. So I want him to marry me. I want him to be an active role in their life. I want all of us to be able to live with him. And I don't plan on having any more kids. So I feel like anybody, the typical person could see what's wrong with that picture. But a lot of the women who get up on his platform trying to have these conversations with him, convinced that it's going to go a different way, get offended when he says, okay, how many people do you know, men or women, making $500,000 a year? How many people are there making $500,000 a year? How many men are there making $500,000? How many men do you know making $500,000? How many men do you know that are making $500,000 that aren't in a relationship or aren't already married? And so then he gets down to, a number of men that are available that are what this woman is saying that she wants. And then he'll ask her, does a man that's like this want a woman who's 35 with 5 kids who are children that doesn't want to have any more kids? And when it starts getting to that point, when she has to say, no, probably not, that's when they start getting offended, and the conversation starts to go downhill, and they start personally attacking him, and that's when he starts throwing his own judgments out there, because one thing that he doesn't tolerate is people getting on his platform trying to run his show, and then on top of that trying to be rude. You feel me? He's real big on mutual respect, and being rational, And so when you get up there and you want to talk to them about an issue, you have to be prepared to get the answer that you're actually going to get, not having somebody trying to sugarcoat stuff. You feel me?